life, we gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Annie, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so.
Hi, I'm Michelle Payton with Pulling for Veterans, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, you are watching Good Morning Frederick. Hey, good morning. It is Danny Gurry, and today is Friday, October 18th. Welcome to the show. So I have to say, last night, Shannon Flannery from the Home of Everything Frederick and the group Everything Frederick and More, we organized a trip on the double-decker bus with some friends, and boy, was it a great time. I'm telling you, if you were in downtown Frederick last night, you heard us. There is no doubt that you heard us. We had music jamming, we had some adult beverages, we pre-gamed at the Home of Everything Frederick, and the staff from Maryland Double Deckers is top-notch. Dan drove the bus. Amanda was our Clippy. And Cindy and, oh gosh, I can't remember the other gentleman's name, but we were on the pre-tour a couple days. Anyway, I apologize. I completely forget his name. But there were four of them. They took great care of us, made sure we crossed the road safely. They acted as crossing guards when we went into 10th Ward. Shout out to Phil and Monica and the staff at 10th Ward. Unfortunately, when we all walked in, it kind of ran out the people who probably just wanted a nice, quiet jazz evening. Though the family in the back with the baby, they hung it out while we were there. And we were only there about 40 minutes. So the gentleman playing jazz, I don't think he was ready for us, but it was wonderful. Had a great time. Highly recommend jump on one of the pre-tours, or if you are looking for something extraordinary to do for maybe a birthday, anniversary, special occasion, maybe you just have friends in town, family, hire the bus, drive around, stop at different places. There's something that happens to people when you get on that top deck, I got to tell you. And it is nothing short of hilarious and great fun. All right. And I'm going to do another one of those. So next time we announce that we are doing a bus tour, you better grab your tickets, because I'm telling you right now, or grab your space. I'm telling you right now that we've got more and more people to understand what that double-decker bus is all about and how fun it is, they're going to sell out for sure. All right, let's talk about the show today. We've got local news, weather, and sports with Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMD's Morning News Express. I'm going to go over all the things happening in Frederick. Actually, I'm not even going to go over all of them, because I looked, and on Saturday, I think there's 109 events. I'm not kidding you. And on Sunday, there's 49 events. This town is event city, literally. All right, I'm going to talk with Elin Ross from Federated Charities. Oh my gosh, super cool fundraiser you must participate in. I think you're going to love it. And I know I'm getting mine. I'm going to probably do that on Monday. So you'll check that out. I talked with Michael Brown from FCPS. Every local company should check out the opportunity we're going to talk about. So if you work for a company, you're going to want to send the link to your boss. And if you own a company, you're going to want to participate in this. I think it's a great program. And then Gail Pelovitz from Maryland Lottery. We had another winner in Frederick. I am telling you, people, you are so lucky to be living in Frederick, quite literally. All right, buy the merch. When you buy the merch, the kids of Frederick County win, okay? Good Morning Frederick merch. When you purchase it, proceeds go to Christmas Cash for Kids now through November. Now, when you spend $30 or more, you get a free ornament and sticker combo. I have little packs with the ornaments and the stickers in them. So literally, you could buy 3 ornament and sticker packs and you get one free. Or you can buy a t-shirt and a magnet and then you get a free ornament and sticker. I mean, brilliant, brilliant. All right. The Home of Everything Frederick is open today and through the weekend. And we're open early tomorrow because we're going to be doing the trick or treat with the kiddos. And we're going to talk about that. All right. Subscribe to YouTube. We're not done with that, right? January 1, I'd love to have 1,500 subscribers. Right now, we have 1,050, I think, or something. So we have a ways to go, but I know you guys can help me get there. And don't forget about the podcast. You can listen where you get your podcasts, Amazon, Spotify, iHeart, and other platforms. All right, let's get this Friday going. Thank our show sponsor, We Help You Move. Whether you're moving across the street or across the country, Nicholas and his team of moving experts can make the process easy. We Help You Move is veteran-owned and a huge supporter of the Frederick community. WeHelpYouMove.com for more information. All right, I forgot. Chris Michaels is not here today. It's just Bob Miller. We're going to have a good time with him right now. Happy Friday. Oh, I thought I added you. I thought
there
I added
we are.
you.
There we are. That's okay. That's okay. You know, I understand. It's because I have a spot on my shirt, right? Hang on, where is it? Right there. I dropped some breakfast on myself.
Oh.
I
What did you
cannot
have
eat a
this
meal.
morning? You saved some for later.
The leftovers from last night. Yeah. Meatballs and rice. That was it. So that's what you kind of have, you know, when you get up as early as we do and it comes time for breakfast. For most people, it's lunchtime for us. So
yeah, for sure.
But I can't.
You way earlier than me for sure. But
I can't eat anything.
Yeah.
I can't eat anything without dropping it on my shirt somehow.
I know.
I need to get a big bib.
Yeah. I have seen big bibs, actually. Yeah, they might be good to have. My husband does the same thing too. And quite honestly, I've been known to do the same. And it's so annoying when you drop something on a white shirt, or I've even had like striped shirts and it only falls on the white part. So I've ruined more clothes that way, I think. And grease splatters.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a note to self. I shouldn't be eating fried food. I don't know.
It shouldn't be. Yeah. I mean, it just, again, you just have to kind of, I don't know. Maybe we should be taught how to eat properly. I don't know. How
are you today, this Friday?
You know what? I am good. I'm waiting for the weekend. I got I think it's probably about a 19. Maybe it's not that big. I don't know. I forgot to check that. Got a big brisket ready to go. And we're going to start that probably around midnight tonight.
Okay.
Throw it on the smoker and just be ready to go and have it ready for when some people want to come over tomorrow. So
Fun.
Yeah.
That's really fun. Are you having family, friends, both?
Just friends. Well, it's a friend of ours who they've been bugging me for brisket. I haven't actually smoked anything in a while because the price of meat.
Yeah.
And this brisket was, before it went on sale, it was over it was like $107, and on sale it's like 54. So I mean,
wow.
I know it was a great deal, but it's still $54.
I know.
And and then if anybody knows anything about brisket, I mean, when you trim it, you're like, I'm just trimming dollars away here. But that's how you make a brisket. So then you take the fat stuff and you turn it into something else. It's called tallow, and there's a lot to it. But I enjoy doing it and haven't done it in a while. So it'll be nice to wake up in the morning, have that puppy rolling. I'll probably get up in the middle of the night,
the
spritz
smell
it a little bit.
Would be
Yes.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So that beef tallow you have, do you realize, like on TikTok and other social media, people are they're buying up tallow like crazy and utilizing it on their skin?
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Item. So maybe if you jar it, you can sell it for $54 and then your brisket's free.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea, but that's the secret of my beautiful skin here,
All right. What is happening locally?
Well, there's lots of stories. Now, a story that I couldn't really find anywhere else, except, did you see the story on Facebook from the Frederick scanner of the 2-year-old child who apparently walked out of the house, and they, I saw you saw that, right?
Yes.
I
did see that on social because they posted a picture of where the child was found.
Right.
Yes.
And then I saw it, and I'm like, hold it a second. Is that an AI kid? It almost looked like, you remember the other little kid they talked about that they had from the storms?
Oh,
and they showed him, but it was an AI kid. And I'm like, this almost looked like an AI kid. And then, and people, we were having
it does look a little AI-ish. I hadn't seen the photo of them found.
Right? I'm just saying.
Actually, I'm going to be interviewing the people behind Frederick Scanner because I do think it is such an interesting. So, I mean, I go to it all the time.
Yep. Me too. We use it all the time.
Yeah.
And I think Chris is on target. We've interviewed him before, and we're going to probably do it again too as well.
Yeah.
But I saw that, and I was like, well, that's interesting. And we were talking about Linda and I, and she's like, I can see Kaylin doing that, and it's just opening the door and walking out on the streets, and if somebody's not paying attention, or next thing they're gone.
I'm telling you, with kids, you need just 2.2 seconds. Like, it is not even you're doing anything and not taking care of your kid. You could have just been washing your hands or something, and kids are fast.
Yes, I will tell on myself when my daughter Erin, who's now 32, obviously,
so she survived whatever you're going to talk about.
When she was a baby, Linda went away for the very first time, right? She went shopping with her friends and her mother somewhere down in Virginia, some big shopping center. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I had to use the restroom real quick. Nothing, too elaborate. And I set her on the middle of our king size bed. And then all of a sudden, I hear this. And she squirmed her way off the bed and fell on the carpeted floor, thank goodness.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I sat down, I started bawling. I'm like, I'm the worst dad in the world. I'm the worst father in the world. Oh my God. And she survived. And my wife
and the lesson learned is you always place little babies or young kids on the floor, the bottom, whatever the floor is.
Right. Yep. I guess. I just didn't know. And then my wife did take about another 10 to 15 years before she ever went away and left me alone with the kids. That's
So you told on yourself?
Well, of course I did. I'm an open book. All right. Well, we had that story. Now, other stories that we were following today. Bill to increase the authority for Maryland Prescription Drug Affordability Board set up a kind of upper payment limits on high-cost prescription drugs is expected to be introduced in the 2025 General Assembly. That announcement was made at a news conference in Annapolis on Thursday. State Senator Don Gile of Anne Arundel County, the recent action of the Legislative Policy Committee to approve the board's upper payment limit action plan, promises upcoming relief for our state and local government budgets. The fact remains that we must do more to directly help Marylanders to afford their medications. Tuesday, the Legislative Policy Committee approved the plan to allow the board to cap the price paid by state and local governments for high-cost prescription drugs for their employees. Isn't it funny that the state will put a cap on theirs, but are we putting a cap on everybody else's? That's the big question.
Right. Exactly.
It's always, what's good for us. We don't care about what's good for them.
Right. Yeah. Right. And like raises and all of that. Here's my theory. Senators and Congress people should only make whatever the median income is of the area they're representing. Period. Because they are representing us. They should live like us. And I think every person representing should only make the median income of where they live.
Right. Then you know what they will do. Well, I guess you can't really fudge those numbers, can you?
I mean, somebody would call you out, I think, on it. Yeah.
Term limits, they don't get a pension plan after it's all said and done. They don't get all the perks and all that. They're supposed to be there for us, and let them not forget that. But a young man one time in politics told me a long time ago, we were sitting outside a bar where I was emceeing something, and he was drinking, and he said, "Power is a very strong aphrodisiac." He goes, once you get it, he goes, it's really hard to let it go.
Oh, 100%, because it happens every time. You might see somebody who's up and coming and you're like, oh my gosh, I really love them. They're great. They are for everything I'm for. And suddenly, once they've been in Washington for a year or two, suddenly you're like, what the heck happened to my guy or my girl? Right.
Yep.
So yeah, it is. It's one of those things.
One of those other things, remember the contract with America, and some of those people came in and they realized they're like, we want to make a change. And when they got there, they realized they couldn't make a change. And not all of them, but some of them actually just said, you know what, I'm done. There's no fixing. There's no fixing Washington, and it's not going to be fixed. So,
that's probably the sadder truth in all of it.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So one other story we'll talk about real quick. There's some bridge work to be done over Maryland's Route 17 over Middle Creek. State Highway Administration says that work has been completed, replacing that bridge over Middle Creek near Middletown. The original span was back in 1923, widened in 1958. The new bridge has two 12-foot lanes and 10-foot shoulders on each side. It began back in the summer of 2023, cost about $4.4 million. So even though the work has been completed, motorists can use the new bridge. State Highway says crews will still remain on site until November to complete the landscaping work. So that if you have to travel that way, that's the way to go.
Wow.
In sports, field hockey yesterday, Maryland playoffs, Class 4A West 2 region, Frederick over TJ, 3-0. Julie Pressgraves had 2 goals to lead the Cadets over the Patriots. Other action, Linganore downs Tuscarora 6-0. Kendrick Green had 2 goals. The Lancers advanced with a win over the Titans. Class 3A action, it was Oakdale over Baltimore City College. Reese Ryman had 2 goals to help the Bears roll to the win. Catoctin over Brunswick in Class 1A action. In volleyball yesterday, it was Linganore over Catoctin 3-0. Golf yesterday saw Urbana beat Middletown. Claire Sun and the Knights' Tommy Wilt both shot a 39 to lead all scores. And, of course, last night the Wizards got beat by the Boston Celtics 122-102. Thursday Night Football saw the Rams get a victory over the Vikings 30-20 on Thursday Night Football. Game of the week tonight, if you're interested, game of the week for WFMD, Oakdale at Urbana. Pregame at 6:20, kickoff at 6:30. And weather, it's, you know what, it's a little chilly this morning.
Yeah.
As we got up. It was in the 30s. There was a frost freeze advisory in effect, but today, excuse me, today should reach a high of only 66. Low tonight going to be in the mid 40s, maybe dipping into the 30s a little bit. 66 for your high tomorrow, 37 for your low. Sunshine on Sunday, 59 for your high. And that's everything in a nutshell.
That's wonderful. I have to say, yesterday, I think the high was only supposed to be 65. I don't know what it is about 65 in the fall versus 65 in the spring, but I had on a jacket and a long sleeve shirt, and I was like, I was hot, and it's so weird. So weird how that works.
Well, you're a woman, so, you know, you got to wear the cute jackets, the cute sweaters, the boots, the jeans, you know, the tan leather boots that go over top of the jeans, so you look good. Right? It's the whole fall fashion thing.
It is fall.
Right.
Fall
yeah. I mean, I put on my favorite pair of shorts and.
Yes. Well, I don't even want to talk about what the weather's like down there. So.
Yeah. Well, it's nice down here, of course, and beautiful sunset yesterday. I was on the water yesterday, driving a boat, having a good time. I think you could see because I got a little sun right there.
Got a little sun.
Keeping the tan.
That's
all right, Danny, have a great weekend. Are you working on the radio? You spinning the tunes?
I will. 3 to 7 tomorrow on WFRE. You will be able to hear me. And so it'll be a lot of fun. But you enjoy your brisket. I'm jealous about it. Yep. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. And have a great time with your friends and an awesome weekend.
When you're on the FRE side, do you talk with a twang? Do you say, "Hey, my name's Danny. Danny, come on down, Danny. Hot Danny, woo, hot Danny, woo."
I should try that sometime, though. Someone might get offended, though.
Yeah, let them all be offended.
I am me, no matter whether I'm on the street, on this show, or on the radio. So it's the same old, same old.
All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. Good morning, Frederick.
Good morning. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to go over some of the events in Frederick. I say some only because there's a bazillion. And then we're going to hear from Elin Ross from Federated Charities. You're going to want to hear about this fundraiser. You're going to want to do it. And then Michael Brown from FCPS and Gail Pelovitz from the Maryland Lottery talking about another winner in Frederick, which I love it. And all of that is coming up right after this. Hi, it's Danny, and I recently had dinner at Sushi Nomu, and I've got to tell you, it was absolutely unbelievable. The decor, phenomenal. The food, just amazing. I had the best miso soup I've ever had. The sushi was so fresh and delicious, and it was actually a feast for the eyes. The presentation was stunning, and the service was impeccable. The sushi, fresh, the sashimi, the best I've ever had. I can't say enough great things about it. If you're looking for a great place, maybe to go on a date, or maybe just to try something new, it's affordable, it is beautiful, and you will not be disappointed, I promise. Sushi Nomu at sushinomu.com or 4969 Westview Drive, just beyond the Dunkin' Donuts.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shattered family beyond compare.
All right. Now let's get on to what's happening in Frederick. All right. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors. They've been serving the area for more than 34 years. They do wood floors, luxury vinyl, plank, pretty much whatever you can put on your floors, they can handle for you. They can refinish, they can do new, they can match refinished with new. They've done so many amazing projects. You got to give them a call. 301-948-9663. 301-948-9663. That's 301-948-WOOD. Or go to atlaswoodfloors.net. Call them up. Ask for Jeff. He will come up and take care of you. He will show you. Oh, I forgot to do this. They have amazing testimonials. He asked me to share them, and I completely forgot. So I'm going to make sure and do that by Monday. But the testimonials are phenomenal. The customers are super happy with the work. You can actually look up their Google reviews as well. Be confident that they will take good care of you. And if you call very, very soon, you may still be able to get your floors done by the holidays. Okay. Thanksgiving might be tight unless it's a little job, maybe just a refinish or something like that. But call them. You're going to want to call them right now, especially if you would love your floors done by Christmas. All right, let's talk about what is happening in Frederick. Again, if you want the calendar with all the events, and I'm telling you, there are 109 events happening on Saturday, tomorrow, and there are 49 events on Sunday, and next week is pretty much the same, right? It's all going to come to a screeching halt right around Thanksgiving. So let's enjoy it while we have it, I guess. But go to promocircus.com, click on Everything Frederick Live, and there you will see the calendar of events. All right, today, 12:30 and 6 p.m., Way Off Broadway Theater presents Anastasia. I have not been to the Way Off Broadway Theater, but it is like a dinner/lunch theater. So your ticket includes food and non-alcoholic beverages. But I have to go check it out. I've never been. And or if you've been, let me know what it's like. At 1:30, Sieber Arts Library. This is a recurring event, so it happens quite often. You can learn Mahjong. Now, I tried to learn Mahjong. One of my neighbors said, hey, let's learn Mahjong. But she didn't know how to play either. So there were like 5 of us, and we're trying to read instructions and understand the game. Now, my husband is like, oh, it's simple. It's like, I think it's like other card games. It's like card games. But of course, these are little like domino looking things. But you have to first know what each picture represents, right? That's kind of, for me, the hardest thing. Like if they did it like cards with our face cards and things on them, it would be so simple. But you have to kind of know what beats what, right? Anyway, if you want to learn, you're going to learn from somebody who knows. That's my point. My point is we should have had somebody who really knew the game to come and teach us. We're trying to watch YouTube videos and things like that. It was quite funny. We ended up just drinking wine pretty much. All right. At 2, you can go to Trick or Treat. You got to get your tickets. Remember, use that code GMF when you get your tickets. Stands for Good Morning Frederick. And you're going to save 10%. And that is through the rest of this season. And then you can head to the Glade Valley Corn Maze at 5 o'clock and do some fall fun. All right. Again, it's just nutty on Saturday. So I've picked out ones that I think would be great to support. All right. At 8 a.m., head to the All-In TJ 3K Color Rush. It'll be chilly, but fun, sunny. So we love that. Go get some color splattered on you or avoid the color altogether, but proceeds benefit the Hurwitz Breast Cancer Fund. Then at, 10 a.m. to noon, come to 401 North Market Street for goodies with the kids must be in costume. Okay, come in costume. You're going to trick or treat in downtown Frederick. A bunch of merchants are participating. If you go to Downtown Frederick Partnership, you can see a map of all of the businesses that have said that they will participate. All right. And then from 3 to 7 adults, come to Everything Frederick in your costumes. Okay. All up and down Market Street tomorrow. Merchants many of them are giving out adult beverages. You must have your ID. You can be in costume. You should be in costume. All right. If you stop by 401 North Market Street between 3 and 7, you can get a free Good Morning Frederick sticker. All right. And if you make any Good Morning Frederick merch purchase, you'll get a free gift. I have a little grab bag of free gifts valued at $10 to $50. All right. So just economically, let me just tell you, you could buy a $3 sticker and get something valued at $10 or more. Okay. So there you go. Come tomorrow, 3 to 7 to 401 North Market Street and hang out with us there. All right. And then there are still tickets available for the Maryland Double Deckers Booze and Brews. They are doing a costume ride, 5:30 to 8 p.m. Food and beverages are included with the ticket. So it is so fun. You will have a ball. I am telling you right now, it is so fun. And then Sunday, you can go get on the double-decker bus with your family. This is a family-friendly Boo Bash on the bus. They will have treats for the kiddos. You'll drive around Frederick, and I'm telling you, your kids are going to have a great time as well. And then let's see, you can we've got that haunted history at National Museum of Civil War Medicine, or you can do the Back from the Dead cemetery walk. All right, coming soon, we've got all these great events. These are some on November 2nd, which is the Acton Children's Business Fair on Carroll Creek. Head down to Carroll Creek on November 2nd from noon to 3 and support the young entrepreneurs. All right, so these are kids from kindergarten to 12th grade in Frederick County Public Schools who have started a business. They are out demonstrating or pitching, spruiking, whatever you want to call it, their local business. Okay, I believe there are 100 businesses that will be represented from our kiddos in Frederick. I mean, that is phenomenal. And at the same time, you can head to the STEM Carnival, which is where Alive at 5 happens. That's going from 1 to 4. And there are free games, and it's completely free. You can go over and see what kiddos are doing with STEM, and I love that, okay? So this is all November 2nd, so not this Saturday, not tomorrow, but next week. And then the following Saturday after that, if you have been looking to try to get more involved in Frederick, and here's what I have to say, and we talked about this a little bit last night. If you live in Frederick and you are poo-pooing Frederick, well, Frederick's, it's terrible. I am telling you, you're not engaged with the community. Because if you were engaged with this community in any way, shape, or form, you would not feel that way. 100%. I rest on that. I will die on that hill. All right. So maybe you've been thinking I should do more. I should get more involved. Maybe you've recently retired, or you can give an extra hour or 2 a month to an organization. Well, if that's the case, on November 9th, go to the Hood College Nonprofit Board Fair, okay? They are looking that there will be over 25 nonprofits there set up who are looking for board members and volunteers, all right? Talk to them. Find one that speaks to you that you think you can support. I am telling you, when you start to get involved in things like that, your whole perspective will change, okay? It doesn't mean Frederick is perfect. I'm not saying that by any means. Things still frustrate me to no end. However, what I try to do is get involved and change it or have an impact. That's my thing. All right. So go to that. And then the Harlem Wizards, there are still tickets available for the Harlem Wizards on November 9th. Again, if you have kids, this is affordable, fun, pure family entertainment. Okay. And it's supporting some great nonprofits, Boys and Girls Club, City Youth Matrix, all supporting our youth in having things available to them if they don't already. And then the I-9 Sports Foundation. All right, great. And then November 16th. All right, so 3 weekends in a row. There's tons. I'm telling you, once Thanksgiving hits, everything is going to come to a screeching halt. Go out, enjoy these events while we have them. Oh boy. All right. If you have an event you want included on the calendar to make sure that we have, you have to tag me on social. Better is to send it to me in Messenger, or the best is to email it to me, everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. And if you want me to spend some time talking about your event on the show, I can do that too. It's $25 for 5 days. $25 period, not $25 a day. $25 for 5 days, $40 for 10 days. Okay? That's a bargain, I got to tell you. All right, let's talk about who is doing good in our neighborhood. Boy, there's so many people doing good, but we're going to talk about one of them next. Doing Good in the Neighborhood is sponsored by Antietam World Travel Service. Why trust Antietam World Travel Service to coordinate your vacation? Well, simple. They're a full-service travel agency to save you countless hours of online research, making sure everything runs smoothly. All right? They have relationships with suppliers that are going to give you the best value and perks that you do not have access to on your own. Plus, they monitor your bookings for unexpected schedule changes, which just happened to me. All right. And I did not book with Antietam World Travel Service. This was previous to my relationship with them or even knowing that they were still around and did this sort of thing. So full disclosure, Antietam World Travel had nothing to do with this. I booked it myself. However, originally, we're going on a cruise and it was supposed to go out of Tampa. We know what just happened in Tampa. I did not look at my documentation until about 5 days ago, and we go in November. And they moved the port to Fort Lauderdale. So I had to change my airline flight. That cost extra money. Cancel the hotel. That cost some extra money. And book a new hotel. Well, if I had booked with Antietam World Travel Service, I can guarantee you that never would have happened. I mean, they would have still moved the port, but everything would have been handled. They would have contacted me immediately saying, this is the deal. They would have changed all the stuff. It would have been seamless. Not when I did it myself, okay? So when you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. So go to AntietamTravel.com right now. You can get started on your dream vacation, even if it's years away, right? You can book things years off. Even if you're thinking in 5 years, I want to do this grand trip, go there now. They will happily start planning with you and helping you figure that out. I love that about them. All right. Ellen. Oh boy. So she is no dummy. Let me just tell you, find a great idea somewhere and copy it. I'm so excited about this fundraiser, and I think it should just be ongoing to help Federated Charities to help others. So let's talk with her and find out what they're doing downtown Frederick. Federated Charities with Elin Ross. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. How long have you been here now?
I've been here for 9 years.
Holy
almost 10
cow.
years. Yeah.
That is so hard to believe that the whole like Moxie and all that was that long ago.
It was actually 14 years ago. I can start shredding all the documents.
Yeah, good. No one's going to come after you for that.
No.
Well, Federated Charities, tell everybody who may not be familiar what the organization Federated Charities means and does.
Sure. Federated Charities is a nonprofit center. What that means is that we have multiple nonprofits who all use this space for their services and programs.
Yeah.
Mostly their administrative work, most of their client work, a lot of client work happens off-site. So like Mission of Mercy, their van doesn't park here, but
Right.
they do, their main office is here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they pay less than 50% of market rate. So it's a
Yeah.
great economic investment for them, or a disinvestment in overhead so that they
Yeah.
can put more of that money into their programs.
Yeah, I love that. I love this idea and concept. The building that you guys are in, is that a City of Frederick building, or
No.
are you guys purchased? How does this work?
So we own 2 buildings.
Okay.
Actually, so when you face us on Market Street, the building with the dog is the original building that was gifted to us in 1930 by Margaret Williams, who wanted it to be used for the betterment of Frederick's citizens. It was her home.
Yeah.
She was the last surviving person in that family, and she gave it to us.
That is amazing.
In the late 1990s, we purchased the Paris Pharmacy building, which is 16 South Market Street, and we did a huge restoration renovation campaign and upgraded everything, sprinklered, electric, all of that, and together, and then had new construction combining the 2 properties.
Wow.
And so together it's 23,000 square feet, and it's owned by the Federated Charities Corporation
That is
of Frederick.
amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
It's a crazy big building.
Yeah, it is, and it's kind of windy in.
It's a
I
little
know. I've been
wonky, yeah.
downstairs before to. I think Coip is in the basement.
Down the stairs
so-
to nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
The Winchester Mystery House
Yes,
of Frederick.
Yes. So you were just telling me there's some construction that's going to be happening here soon. Are we allowed
Yes.
to share that?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, as an old building, the original structure was built in 1820.
Wow.
So, this is an old historic building, and there's always work that we have to do. And so, this year we undertook 4 infrastructure projects.
Whoa.
One is air conditioners. We always need to replace an air conditioner. This year we're replacing 2. One is a facade treatment of some wooden window sills because we are in the HPC. We do have to be mindful of that. And then the big one that's going to start on Monday is our courtyard renovation project.
Wow.
And that is where, everybody walks past the dog and everybody stops and looks at the courtyard. There's just no way for them to get into the courtyard.
Right.
And so this is about accessibility for our tenants and their visitors. And it's also about creating usable space for them to hold events and activities that front on Market Street.
I mean, what
Which
a
is
brilliant
exciting,
way. It is very
right?
exciting because it is kind of not wasted space, but it's not used,
Yep.
right? And imagine the number of things that can happen out
Absolutely. Imagine Arch, one of our tenants, being able to go out there on First Saturday and talk to people about
Right.
the museum.
Yeah.
And bring some of the artifacts out there and set up tables not on crooked space.
there. Yes. It's going to be really great.
We're excited about it.
Yeah.
We're excited about it. It's
All
a
right.
lot of work.
Yes. Now you guys have a fundraising project.
Absolutely.
that just
That's
started.
part of it. So for these 4 projects, we've already raised $135,000.
Wow.
This year. And so we have $12,000 to get us over the finish line. And so we have launched the Love Locks project.
Love this.
Which is just like the Love Locks project in Paris and New York. We are going to cut down the fence, but we're going to keep it as a permanent public art piece
Yeah.
in the community. And so for $125, we will put a lock with your tag on it on the fence, and that will help us get over the finish line. We have a matching grant. We're going to get a dollar for dollar match. So we really would appreciate if people want to honor somebody, remember somebody. This is a great way to do it.
Okay, so when they select this, is just their name and detail, or can they?
Yeah,
kinda
they can put something else on it. I mean,
Okay.
this is the tag. It's
Yeah.
not that big,
Yeah,
and we want it to be consistent looking because we do
course.
want it to become public art,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And so we want it to have movement, and then we're preserving that part of the fence.
That's great.
So it's not going anywhere. Well, it's coming off of where it is, and then it's going to become a permanent, movable piece of art that we can use throughout the property.
I love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
We're
so
excited
much.
about it.
Yeah, I think it's a brilliant idea. I think it's going to look amazing and add another interesting thing, a piece of art in downtown Frederick, which
Yes.
we absolutely love that. So other than giving and getting your locks, go online. You can do it right online. It's so simple. I was looking at it the other day. I'm going to make sure and get mine for sure. What are other things that Frederick can do to help Federated Charities? Is there anything?
Well, the way our nonprofit center works is we are successful when we fill our space. So what we're sitting in right now is actually a stage space that's available. We have some offices available. We don't just rent to nonprofits. We will rent to for-profits. We can rent a certain percentage of our building to for-profits. And what this is it's workspace in the heart of downtown, and we like to think it's creative workspace, right? It is a wonky building. There's a lot of hallways, but it has great amenities. We have green space for our tenants. We have meeting rooms for our tenants, and you're right in the heart of Frederick. So being able to fill our space is one of the best ways that you can help us as an organization, because that allows us to generate a certain amount of our own revenue, which is exciting for us as a nonprofit.
So if people are interested in having a look at what's available, do they reach out to you?
Yep, info@federatedcharities.org. Happy to show them around, happy to show them all the amenities that we have.
Awesome. Hey, the space is adorable, and I know a bunch of the tenants in this building. They're fun and really, I think it is.
We're having a barbecue tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. See, they do a lot of fun stuff here too. Be a great way to be downtown and collaborate with a lot of great organizations. So reach out to Ellen if you know somebody or you need space. She'll check it out. She'll take you around and give you the tour. And get your locks. Is this going on for a limited time?
This is going on for about 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
Or until we get 100 of them sold.
100. That's
100
all we need?
That's all we need.
That's all we need.
That's
100.
all we need to get over the finish line. We sold a quarter of them.
Oh, wow, already. So 25 done. I got to go get mine. I'm afraid.
Get it.
Will it run out? Will you stop at 100?
Probably not.
Good.
We have a lot of fence.
I was going to say, that's good. Then you can do some extra
We can put them in other parts.
You can put flowers on that patio.
That's right.
All right. We want to thank Ellen so much. Federated Charities right downtown next to the dog. You know the building for sure. Come check it out when the new patio is done. I know it's going to be so inviting and amazing.
Thank you. We're
Thank
excited.
you guys so much for watching. Oh, yes. I am going to get mine, and I'll do something on social, and we'll do it. It's going to be very cool. All right, one more quick break, then we're back with Michael Brown from FCPS. Every local company should watch this segment. And Gail from Maryland Lottery, another winner from Frederick. We love that, too. All of that's coming up just after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art Splatter Room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
Oh, yes. Free that creativity for sure. A&S Construction, a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business located right here in Frederick. They specialize in roofing, siding, windows, gutters, patios, and decks. They do it all on the exterior of your home. I got my gutters guarded with a metal grate so that the water gets in, but the debris does not. It's going to keep my gutters from getting backed up and spilling out and damaging perhaps my foundation or leaks and things like that. All right. Call Sandra 301-703-2157, or you can email her at info@ansconstruction.net. There it is on the screen. There's her number. write it down, call her, have her come out and do an estimate. Remember, if you tell her you saw her on Good Morning Frederick, you'll get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Okay, simple. Simple, done, save some money. Lord, I took myself off, which is probably not a bad thing today. All right, Michael Brown has a lofty goal and he needs local Frederick companies to help him achieve it. Let's hear from Michael Brown right now. We are at the home of everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street, and I am with Mike Brown. You're going to have to tell me your title again.
I'm the Work-Based Learning Coordinator for Frederick County Public Schools.
Okay, and you work at central office.
I do.
But you impact, or what you do impacts the kids who are students who are at CTC, right?
And the Frederick High Schools.
And just all the high schools.
Correct.
Okay, so it's not just focused on the CTC work. Okay, so these are kids in our high schools who work while they're at school.
Yeah.
During their school year.
Right. So the Youth Apprentice Program was started in 2016 as an initiative to get students out into the workforce, get them real-world experience, and also boost the local economy. And in the process of that, we have businesses that onboard with us through the Maryland Department of Labor and MSDE, and we collaborate with them to recruit businesses, approve businesses for the program, and then get students rostered to join.
Okay, so that's fabulous. So if you have a local company that could utilize students, now is it in certain industries or is it across the board?
So we have a lot of industries. We have local restaurants, we have auto repair facilities, we have biotech facilities that also support us.
Wow, that's great. So a company could come to FCPS and I'm assuming apply to be perhaps a part of this program?
Correct. And then they would work with a navigator through the Maryland Department of Labor. They would approve the business, and then the business would come up with a job description, what the qualifications would be for that job, and then it would be advertised to students. Students work with a school-based work-based learning coordinator. They apply for the position, they interview, and then based on the outcome of the interview, we send a training plan and an agreement, and then they can begin work.
That is wonderful. What a great opportunity for our local companies as well as the kids. So right now you said how many kids are enrolled and doing this currently in FCPS?
So we have about 36 currently employed students. We would like to increase that number, and that would be also contingent upon other businesses joining our initiative.
Okay, so the 36 kids, it has pretty much tapped out the roles that are available?
At this point for the jobs that are currently being marketed for.
So we need more companies.
We need more companies.
We need more companies.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what, okay, so you said there's pretty much, it's across the board types of roles. What do you think in your experience, with this program having gone since 2016, would be the jobs that kids would really be interested in applying for?
So we have a high demand for computer science, the healthcare industry, automotive. Those are kind of our top performing
well,
companies.
you'd think with some large employers in those segments, we'd have plenty.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So students, when they actually take the job, they have to work 450 hours at minimum wage.
Okay.
So they're working and earning at the same time.
Right.
They're practicing and applying their skills that they're learning in their coursework, which is also a benefit to them and the business itself because they can cut costs by reducing the impact on the cost of experienced labor.
Yeah.
Getting students in that are ready and willing to jump in and be a contributor to the business right from day one.
Yeah, that is just phenomenal. How else, other than putting the word out to local businesses, can the community support you? Is that really all you guys need, or more companies to step up? And is there a minimum number of employees or anything that a company needs to hit in order to be approved for this?
No, so industries can reach out to other partners. We have Phoenix Meccano, we have Dynamic Auto, We work with Frederick Health. So if you reach out to those particular business partners that already are successful with us and allow them to share their story with their benefits of the program, I think that would be a good segue into getting more people on board.
Yeah, and ultimately, what would be your target number of students that are in the workforce while they're in high school? Do you have one?
So that's a good question. And the answer to that is, with the current Maryland Blueprint, their goal by the year of 2030, 2031 is to have 45% of students either participate in a youth apprenticeship or receive an industry recognized credential from coursework or on the job.
Wow, 45%.
45%.
That's
So
a
it's
big number.
It's a lofty goal.
It is a lofty goal. It is a lofty goal, but look, certainly I think achievable again with the community of businesses we have here in Frederick. I think just businesses aren't aware
Absolutely.
that is out there. So I
Absolutely.
appreciate you taking the time to come and let people know. What's been the best part of how long have you been in this role?
So I've actually been in this role. This is a new role for me. I started at the beginning of September.
Okay.
And I have been out to high schools. I have met one-on-one with work-based learning coordinators.
Yeah.
I've talked to students that have been in the program, and they're excited. They're looking for more opportunities.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, so we're really working hard to build the program.
That's great. What were you doing before this role?
I was actually a middle school computer science teacher.
There you go. Right.
Classroom to industry.
Well, look, I mean, I think it makes a lot of sense, though, obviously. And we think that this is an awesome program, and we would love to see our young people integrating into the local business economy.
Absolutely.
And really getting those skills so that when they do graduate high school, whether or not they go on to college, they're not getting the, oh, you have no experience. Now they can say, oh, no, yes, I do.
I have experience. They can build a portfolio as
Yeah.
they go, and it makes them very marketable.
Yeah, that's fantastic. This is Mike Brown. He's kind of the guy in charge of getting all this together, but certainly you can reach out to FCPS. Who exactly do they need to contact at FCPS if they're a business that wants to participate?
If they're a business that wants to participate, they can either reach out to me at central office,
Okay.
or they can go to the fcps.org website and search Youth Apprentice.
Okay.
And there they'll find links to find out more and apply for their opportunity.
I love this. I love this. So if you're a local business in an industry that needs people and you're willing to train and give these kids some time to gain the skills, this would be a great opportunity,
Absolutely.
I think, for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. We thank you, Mike, so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for
Thank you.
watching. Oh, I think that is just a wonderful program. Yeah, just go to fcps.org, search for apprenticeship programs, and it comes right up. Reach out to Mike Brown. I found out a little tidbit yesterday. Mike Brown is really good friends with Amanda Portner, who is the Clippy from Maryland Double Deckers. They were teachers together, and were, because he's not a teacher any longer. Anyway, all right. We were talking about how Frederick is a lucky place. I'm telling you for sure. I know it in my bones, but Gail's here to cement that. And the Maryland Lottery has another great win for Frederick. I'm with Gail from the Maryland Lottery. We're at the home of everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street. Well, what is happening with the Maryland Lottery?
As always, we have a lot going on. Let's see where to start. Game of Thrones, $5 scratch off.
I've been hearing the ads on the radio.
Yeah,
So
I figure I knew it
exciting.
would be a popular ticket because everybody loves the show, besides me who hasn't seen it.
Or me.
That's right.
I have not seen it either.
But we had our first second chance drawing this week where we're going to want to pick a total of 4 winners that are going to go to California and participate in a Game of Thrones themed event with winners from other lotteries throughout the country.
That's wild.
And we had our first drawing this week, and the winner we picked was from Frederick.
No, are you kidding?
So yeah,
We've had a ton of second chance winners with the Ravens, that's nuts.
Yeah, it's always exciting too
We're
when I
lucky.
can come here and talk about it. So yeah, and
great.
I've heard she's really excited. So when she comes in to claim the prize, we'll get more info from her.
You'll have to tell her to come. She's got to get on the show.
that's
I'd
what I'm
love
gonna
to
do.
talk to somebody either before or after they
Yeah,
go
or both.
Yeah, on that trip. That's
For
fun.
sure.
Yeah.
So that ticket, and then also this week we launched our holiday tickets already.
I was just going to say, we're getting to that time. I was wondering.
Yeah, so it's Although it seems early, but
Yeah.
but we do have all our holiday themed tickets out there. I think my favorite this year might be the $1 gift tag ticket. So it looks like a gift tag. You can write, I should have brought some. You can write to and from on it and attach it to a gift, and then the person can scratch that along with whatever gift you give them.
That is a great idea.
As long as they're 18 or over.
Of course. 18 or over only.
So yeah, so those holiday tickets also have a second chance promotion like we do every year. This one just has cash prizes. So we're giving away a bunch of $5,000 prizes, and then throughout the promotion, a couple $100,000 prizes.
Oh, very nice. That would make the holidays excellent. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yep.
And so when they did the second chance drawings, you can scan your tickets into the app, right?
Right.
To do
So
that.
the My Lottery Rewards app, if you're not a member, it's free to join.
Yeah.
Just join and then start scanning your non-winning scratch-offs, and you can also scan winning and non-winning draw game tickets into the
and then it
rewards app.
stores it in there and enters you into these contests automatically?
Right. So if you enter a ticket that is associated to a current second chance promotion, you're automatically entered into it. And like for the Ravens, which is cool because we have a bunch of different prizes for that, you get to pick your prize. So you figure, not everybody wants to travel. So if you don't want to travel with the team, you could have picked a prize. You could go for cash or season tickets for 20 years. So we like to give people the opportunity to choose what they want.
So exciting, so great. So much is going on with the Maryland Lottery, and I love that Frederick has had so many winners.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like a lot.
There's a hot pocket here somewhere.
Yeah, the end of last month we had a $500,000 Powerball winner.
Yes, it's
lots
really
of winning.
great. Yeah. Anything else?
Let's see. Well, currently, since we're talking about holidays, I should talk about our Halloween promotion.
Oh, Halloween.
So that goes throughout October. You enter pick 3, pick 4, and pick 5 tickets into My Lottery Rewards, and we're giving out cash. The drawing will be November 1st.
Oh, well, that's good too. All right, so many ways to win. Even if you lose, you can still win. So we love it. You got to play responsibly, 18 and up only. mdlottery.com is the website. Download that app. So easy to scan your tickets. You don't even have to worry about it. So great. You know which ones are winners, and you can redeem those at local grocery stores, Sheetz. They have those machines that makes it so easy.
Yep, definitely.
I love it. All right, Maryland Lottery, this is Gail. Thank you guys for watching.
All right. Well, we thank you. Happy Friday. I'm on the air on WFRE tomorrow, 3 to 7 if you're out and about, 99.9, and you can take a listen. Coming up Monday, Trending Stories with Danny and Marco, Possum Pets, sponsored by Pet and Home Care. And I sit down with May from Saisaki Asian Fusion Restaurant, which is on Old National Pike. Here's a spoiler alert. The food is delicious. It is very good. You're going to want to visit there. All right. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. Have an amazing weekend. Get out there. Enjoy all of our great events going on. And be great, Frederick.
From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your whole day.